Gemini, if you feel like that you have been overextended and overgiving your time, money, energy, then listen up because Spirit has a specific message for you. And May is coming in to scream karmic reciprocity. Yay! So this is a powerful time for you, and this will be a powerful reclamation of your power. So if this is already resonating, then listen up and trust that this message found you at the right time. With that being said, if you are a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, then this message is for you. Or if you just felt intuitively called to click on this video, then I'm sure that there's a message here for you as well. With that being said, this is a Gemini collective read, so please take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't at the door. But without further ado, we're just going to hop right into our pre-draw messages. So we're starting off with the pre-draw energy of the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles could indicate reciprocity, equal efforts, balance in finances, resources, balance in energy exchanges. This could be around karmic repayments. This could be about learning and setting healthy boundaries as well. And I feel like a lot of you Geminis have been pouring into people, places, or things that have not gave you an equal return. And that is changing in May. So that is further clarified here by the Queen of Cups. And I feel like that this is about your intuition, Gemini. I feel like come May, your intuition is going to be louder than your logic. Your logic told you that you needed to pour into these people, these places, these things, but your intuition is coming in to help you see things a little clearer. This is about heightened intuition, emotional maturity. This is your emotional level up time. I feel like you may have psychic dreams. You may start getting gut feelings or inclinations, and you may also start seeing synchronicity, such as repeating numbers, angel signs, anything that catches your attention that has a specific message. Please pay attention to that in May. And then lastly, we have the energy of the Six of Cups coming out as your pre-draw. So this could be someone from your past that could be returning. They may be returning differently this time, or realizing, this could be you realizing that all the things that you have poured into in the past, you've finally emotionally and physically outgrown those things. And it's time to move on, learn the lessons that you needed to learn around those, and step into the next chapter of your life. So that is a big message to start it off. And with that being said, if you're new here, I'm Tasha. Welcome to Mountain Moon Tarot. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being part of our community. And if you're new and this message found you at the right time, please consider leaving me a like, comment, share, or subscribe. It does help grow my channel, and it helps me connect with you easier in the future. Now that we've got the pre-draw cards out of the way, we are going to get some angel numbers. We're going to clarify some messages here. So Spirit, ooh, right off the bat, I see 222 and 111 wanting to come out for you. So we're going to take them. So 222 is about alignment. It's about balance, and alignment and balance are reciprocity. So we have harmony, authenticity, relationships, growth, balance, choices, devotion, and trust. How do you move forward to your true calling? Simply follow what brings you joy. Your passion and enthusiasm will bring your guiding light. If something sparks your interest, follow it, and these paths will lead you to closer discovering of your life's purpose. Sorry, it's hard to read this stuff upside down. But that goes back into the Six of Cups. There could be a nostalgia about following your bliss. The 7-year-old you, if you could go back and put yourself in his or her shoes, what did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to do? What were you focused on? Because that is the truest, most authentic version of you, the child that you used to be before you were corrupted by this world. So go back to that place, that goal, that dream that you had when you were a kid, and dwell on that. And if that's something you still want to do, embrace it wholeheartedly, because this is your time and you are supported. And alignment can also come back into this Six of Pentacles energy. Are you overgiving? Is someone overtaking? And how can we balance the scales back out to set the record straight? So I feel like alignment and balance are very important for you right now. If you have been seeing 222 or 111, pay attention, because I mentioned that you could see synchronicities around this time. So we're going to hop right into the message of 111, which is intuition. That screams Queen of Cups energy. This is all about that gut feeling, that intuitive knowing. So this is insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, initiative, and unconditional love. Now is the time for you to realize your long-held ideals. You're on the right path to truly or to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. So those are beautiful message to kickstart your reading. We are going to tap into some tarot cards, but before we do, let's talk about this Scorpio full moon that we had this past Friday. That is a great time, or was a great time, to release any emotional baggage. The energies are still lingering, and they will be throughout this week. So if you have not yet released any emotional baggage, it is time to do that so that you can step into this healed Queen of Cups energy, because she is the master of emotions. She's the boss babe of emotions. So definitely tackle any emotional inconsistencies that are still lingering or that you have not yet addressed. But we have, as this video comes out, we have Pluto going retrograde. It goes from 5 degrees to 3 degrees in the sign of Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of death and truths. And then we have Aquarius, which is the sign of radical change. So let's see what that means for Gemini. So Spirit, what does Gemini need to know from today through the weekend with this Pluto retrograde? The Seven of Pentacles. Let's get a little further clarity on that before we go into the message. Spirit, clarify what this means for them at this time. All right. Ooh, the Magician. So this is your time to focus on the seeds that you want to plant, to focus on the goals that you want to reach, and to plant the seeds in love, in the fertile soil, so that they can manifest into reality. This is your time to truly reflect back to childhood, maybe, on what you want to accomplish. What are your long-held goals or dreams? And this is the time to start planting the seeds to make those a reality. Abundance and manifestation does not come from hard work and effort. It comes from a clear, decisive moment where you plant the seed and then you trust that what you've planted is coming to fruition. Also, you can't live in the present moment where there is a lack of that goal that you want to achieve. You have to live in the desired outcome or the state of where you want to be and trust that it is already yours and it has no way but to find its way to you. So that is an important message for a lot of you right now. On the 11th through the 16th, Taurus is going to push you further inward. The Taurus energy is going to be heavy. This is going to be a slowdown. Taurus is slow, but it is forward progress. And this is going to be much needed rest for you and much needed introspection before we hit Gemini season. So this could go back to the Six of Cups. You may feel emotionally tired. You may feel reflective. You may have a sense of nostalgia, and you may be revisiting old memories. So just pay attention to whatever's coming up. And if there needs to be healing around that, or if there needs to be seeds planted around that, then you know what to do. You will know what to do because you are embodying that intuitive side of the Queen of Cups. You have that gut feeling. Trust your gut at this time. You may also see those synchronicities that I talked about. So anything that clearly is a definitive flashing red light or a green arrow or a check mark, whatever you want to look at it as, pay attention. All right, so Spirit, what do they need to know leading up to the new moon in Taurus and to Gemini season? All right, we got one wanting to come out here. Ooh, yes. This is the time for you to tap into that subconscious inner knowing, that intuitive sense of who you are. Like I said, you are going to have heightened intuition around the first part of May. You're absolutely getting the emotional maturity to take any insights that you receive and apply those in a methodical, slow, but progressional way, as presented here by the Seven of Pentacles. You know what to do with this energy, and this energy is the long game, so it is going to take some time for these seeds to grow. But you have to trust and you have to know that your vision is clear because you are the High Priestess. You see all, you know all, and you are divinely supported. So this is a great time for you to trust yourself. And then what else do they need to know? Anything else leading up to the new moon in Taurus? You're getting the mental clarity that you need, and it's coming through your intuitive downloads. Pay attention to your dreams at this time as well. I am getting an image of dream time from spirit, and so I feel like you guys are really going to be dreaming some crazy things, and they may not make sense in the moment, but keep a dream journal beside your bed, and when you wake up, write down what you remember from your dream, and then look it up if you have to find the symbolic meaning behind that, because there are meanings behind a lot of things. And if you can really find out what spirit is guiding you to do, and you can trust your intuition to know what is for you and what is not, then we can use that spiritual discernment to propel ourselves forward to our goals and our manifestations. Now we have the new moon in Taurus, which is a powerful reset for you, Gemini. This involves your self-worth, your money, your emotional security, setting firm boundaries, no more of that overgiving energy, no more of that overtaking. And this is bringing in stability. And this is actually an excellent time for manifestation. So the universe is calling you to stop settling and to start demanding emotionally consistent energy. So stop settling for the inconsistent energy and start demanding consistent energy. So Spirit, what's their main takeaway here? Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right, so we had two cards just fly out of the deck, the Tower being one. I feel like some things are going to fade away at this time leading up to this new moon, possibly around the new moon. You could see some long-held structures in your life, whether they be relationships, whether they be jobs, whatever it was that was emotionally draining, it's going to leave your life, whether you're ready or not. But let the Tower be your friend. Do not be fearful. You have to trust that whatever is fading away is making way for something brand new that was meant for you. This overgiving energy that you've been a part of, this manipulation, this being taken advantage of, this is gone. And this did not serve you anyway. So don't be fearful to let it fall. Let it go, and what is meant for you will be ushered in by spirit and by your intense drive to succeed. By planting the seeds and trusting your own inner judgment, you are going to be successful. That is clarified here by the Magician. So do not be fearful of this Tower. It is your friend, and it is removing these people, places, or things that are not aligned with your highest good. And then we have clarity here with the Three of Swords, meaning that this might be painful. This might sting a little bit, Gemini, but it's necessary for your emotional maturity, your emotional glow up, your emotional level up, because you are moving to this Queen of Cups energy. Lord, I'm about to catch my cards on fire. You're moving to this Queen of Cups energy, and she has went through hell and back to get to a place where she is emotionally mature. She didn't get there overnight. She had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to achieve emotional intelligence. We don't learn how to rein in our emotions unless we've had emotional turbulence. So whatever is brewing and bubbling up to the surface right now, trust that through healing it and addressing it head on and then releasing it, you are stepping into this place of emotional fulfillment and bliss, and you are going to start to see the things that were truly meant for you come to fruition. Your manifestations are just a perspective shift away. Now, with that being said, we do have Mercury going into Gemini on the 17th, and then on the 21st, we will officially enter Gemini season. So happy early birthday, guys. When your season hits, expect your magnetism to return. This is when you realize that you do not have to choose anything that was not meant for you. And I feel like at this time, you're going to absolutely be over the Tower. It's going to fall, and you're going to be okay with it. And you're going to be like, you know what? Better things are coming for me. I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned from past failures, and I'm using those to build my tower, my new tower, the tower that is strong, firm, and foundational to last forever. Now, what do they need to know when Gemini season finally hits? And with Mercury going into Gemini. You don't want to forget about that. All right, Knight of Wands. This is going to be your magnetism. Like I said, the Wands is fiery energy. And so, like I said, your magnetism is coming in hot. This is a reinvention of who you are, Gemini. You're going to be attractive. You're going to be confident. You're going to be oozing confidence. And when you do, people are really going to be magnetized to you. This is also a fresh start for you. And this could be a time where you do meet a soulmate, or there could be soulmate conversations happening at this time. And definitely we are stepping into the place of emotional reciprocity. Now we also have a second full moon this month, which is on the 31st. We have a full moon in Sagittarius, and that is going to be all about emotional releases. This is going to be the final deciding factors where you're using all those aha moments that you got, all those intuitive downloads, all those truths that were revealed to finally release old cycles and step into your new powerful cycle of abundance. So with that being said, what does Gemini need to know with this full moon in Sag? Yeah, the hidden information is coming to light so you can release the emotional baggage. Truths are going to be revealed. Your intuition is going to be heightened yet again. Could be heightened all throughout the month of May, to be honest with you. But you're absolutely getting the clarity that you need. And what do they need to focus on or release with the full moon? Full moons are a great time to release things. New moons are a great time to set intentions. So what do they need to release with this full moon in Sagittarius? Ooh, we need to release the past because justice is being served. Any imbalances that we've had in our life, which goes back to the initial first message of the reading, which is the Six of Pentacles, the overgiving, the being taken advantage of. Karmic justice is coming in swiftly. So we've got to let that go, and we've got to release any emotional stinging or baggage or pain around the past, around the people that have taken advantage of us and our kindness. So once we do that, we can tap into this new beginning. But definitely trust that justice is being served. This is karmic reciprocity that is being ushered in. So just know that you are divinely guided and protected, and let the chips fall where they may. It's time for you to move past it. No more dwelling there. All right, I feel like that is a beautiful message for you with this month of May, but I do want to round this out with some oracle cards. So Spirit, what is the final message here for Gemini at this time? What would you like them to know? And this one's wanting to get hung up. So we've got the wandering path. This is about trusting the journey. There are ups and downs. There are twists and turns along the path of life. But we just have to keep moving forward, and we have to trust that the destination ahead is a beautiful one, and the destination ahead is where we were meant to go. So if we stay on the path and we don't meander off into the woods and get lost, then we are on the fast track to our abundance, to the beautiful destination that is meant for you to find and for you to be a part of. All right, Spirit, what else do they need to know at this time? Distant thunder. You may hear the rumbles of this tower that is about to happen in your life. But this is your call to clear the air. It's your time to set the record straight. It's your time to put the boot down, and it's your time to be prepared because you know what's coming and you're ready to let it go. You're ready to move past this. You're ready to address any lingering issues. You're ready to set some people straight. Do it with love, okay? But there is thunder. You hear it, you feel it, you see it, you sense it, you know it's coming. So just trust that everything is working out for your highest good, and thunder passes. And after the rainstorm passes, a beautiful rainbow is at the end. Let's get one more takeaway here, Gemini. Spirit, what message do you want to leave them with today? All right, the narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully moving forward. Don't get stuck in those karmic cycles again. Don't let people take advantage of your kindness. You have a huge heart. You have so much love for the ones that you care for, and you really want to be the best person that you can be. But tread thoughtfully and put time, attention, and effort into the seeds that you are planting, because whatever you plant now is going to be returned to you tenfold. So plant seeds of love, plant seeds of your abundance, your goals, your peace, and you can fully step into this new pathway of the magician. I feel like Gemini May is teaching you that the right people do not drain you, but they pour into you and you into them. You are getting balance, reciprocity, and you are finally getting your footing on manifesting your dream life. So I wish you all so much success in this month of May. If this message found you at the right time, please don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'm sending you guys all so much love until the next time. Bye-bye, Gemini.